How's it going today? This is Bill. I'm going to redo a recipe I did before, mostly because it was a long time ago, and I just wanted to kind of show people how to put it together, because lots of times when I'm doing the pasta dishes, I've got pasta that I've had in the freezer or whatever, and I really like fresh pasta, so I really wanted to kind of stress that and how great it is. So I want to do this one a little bit different. So I'm going to do my world famous vodka sauce, and I really think that everything we got going here is just about there. So first of all, I got about 4 tablespoons of olive oil in my nice big pan here, and I'm going to dump in about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. This all happens pretty darn quick, as you know. Just want to give this kind of let's just soften it up a little bit, turn color, not burn it. Perfect. And literally, that's happened. I mean, it's like boom, you know. I love the smell. Garlic's just like the greatest thing in the earth. Alright, then I got myself some crushed tomatoes, 2 28-ounce cans. I like these, they're actually fire roasted, so it adds a little depth and flavor to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in here. Even though this stuff's room temperature, it really drops my cooking temp. So I'm going to get that back up. First can out of the way. Let's get this going again. Yeah. Number 2. A mess, which I like to do. I like to clean as I go. So basically now I'm getting everything up temperature. I want to infuse the garlic into my tomatoes, and got a little extra olive oil going in there, because olive oil is like the heart of everything you make, right? I mean, just about. Few exceptions. This all back to a good boil. Oh, yeah. I like using plenty of garlic, because it's really got to kind of show through. And it's gonna, this isn't one of those all-day cooking things, because I use the crushed tomatoes, but it is definitely going to we're going to boil it up here for a little bit, so just getting there. Smelling good. You can always tell, because when the heat starts coming out, that's when you really start to smell it. I can hear it. Alright. So then, I got a handful of basil I want to cut this morning out back, and want to dump it in here, because I want to give this a chance to kind of cook into it. I think it was about 10 to 12 leaves, good sized leaves. I want to get this starting to wilt. And there are just some times where you can't use freeze-dried herbs, and this is kind of one of them. This is one time when I really do like to use fresh herbs. You can buy it at the grocery store, farmer's market, wherever. I mean, it's easy to grow yourself. You know, here in Florida, basically you can have it year round. Base is coming out nice and strong now. So the thing about vodka sauce I think is really important is you need everything to come together, and in the end you want to, you know, you're going to add your creamer half and half, but you want everything to that point where it's ready before you do that, because once I put in the creamer half and half, I use half and half, I really don't want to cook it a whole lot more. I'm not trying to, you know, use it as a thickener. And I know a lot of places like chain restaurants, they have this thing against, they want vodka sauce to be really a light pink, so they use a lot of dairy product, and they want it to have like no texture. I actually like having it, I call it rustic. I kind of like the fact that I use crushed tomatoes, because I do cook this kind of fast, so I wouldn't want to use like you know, whole tomatoes or diced tomatoes. But I want to still see that the basil, no matter how much it wilts in here, and I think it just imparts a different kind of mouthfeel and flavor to it. If you prefer it the other way, you can certainly, when we get down here, right before we put in the half and half, you could take your immersion blender and mix it all up. That's your choice. Like I said, I kind of like it this way. And if you're used to buying the stuff in the store, Lord knows what they put in it, so that's why they have to keep it really kind of thin. And I still can't figure out how you can jar a dairy product and have a shelf life of a year. I haven't quite figured that out, but oh well. We'll know if they start running out on the shelves because there's no more beef formula, just throwing it out there. Alright, so I've got some good bubble in here. So I've got 3/4 cup of vodka. Oh yeah, vodka sauce. I want to put in here. And people think of vodka as alcohol, you know, just being alcohol. But you have to remember that vodka can actually be distilled from lots of things. You know, you can distill corn, you can distill potatoes, you can, they make one that's even from distilled grapes, which I've actually had before. Alright, so I bring this back up to a boil. And like I always say, we're going to cook all that alcohol out. So we're going to cook it for about 10 minutes. Got a pretty good boil going here now. I can smell the alcohol. But, you know, like my broken record says, just make sure you use something that you're willing to drink. And if you don't like vodka, which I'm not a huge fan of, ask somebody else for preference, or, you know, go to a decent liquor store where you can ask and just tell them what it's for, and just be like, you know, I don't want it to taste like, you know, grain alcohol, or just impart a aftertaste, which I really wouldn't want. All right, we're back to a boil. So what I need to do, we're going to give this guy 10 minutes to cook down. Got a good boil going on here, and I'm going to get ready for stage 2. All right, we'll see you back in 10 minutes. Wow, it's been almost 10 minutes. The sauce is really getting good. I've got a pot of water here boiling for my pasta, which I promised I was going to demonstrate next time I did a pasta dish. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Make sure you get the stuff off the sides, because that's what's going to help thicken it. It's really changed consistency. It's really nice. Kind of that velvety, yet rustic. because we were really counting down to the last few seconds, I turned down the heat a little bit. I don't want to pour my half a cup of ice cold half and half into some of this boiling, but it'll be okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my half and half here. Oh yeah. It's a little pretty color to it. It's so beautiful. Okay, so we're going to let this be. It's on low heat. It's going to be fine. Let's move on over. So, I've got some fresh pasta here. If you've never dealt with it before, it's pretty easy. Basically, we're going to put it in this pot of boiling water, and it's going to start to float, and I'm going to dish it right out. So let's get her going. I got my little pasta spatula. Yeah, if you have a specialty store that has fresh pasta, it's always fun to try. And you know, the brand name stuff out there doesn't mean it's not good. You know, it might still be more mass produced, but it's so much lighter. Okay, this is cooking. Literally, it's like a minute. Just want to make sure everything's nice and separated, and it's just absorbing some water because it's a little dehydrated. It's not like box pasta. Alright, so then what I have here, I have a bowl, and I just put a little olive oil on the bottom because the downside to fresh pasta is it sticks pretty quickly. So, what I want to do, it's all looking good. I start dishing it up, and you'll see I want to try and leave as much water behind as possible. Mamma mia, look at the strands. Just want to get it in here. Trying to get all the water. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid growing up and I went over to my friend's house, it was very Italian. They just serve stuff differently. So I've got a little bit of olive oil in here, but a lot of restaurants do this too. You're going to take a little of the sauce, right? You're going to put it on here. Flip it around a little bit. I get my good shirt dirty. Yeah, I mean, lots of times when you have pasta, you can tell because, you know, the sauce is already mixed with the pasta when they serve it up. And that'll definitely. I'm going to throw one more spoonful on top here. This is not going to cool down real fast, trust me. Okay, so what do you say do I do about the rest of it? Well, let me move the pot of water, which is going to be really, really hot. So I've got a little pan here with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, and I put a pinch of crushed red pepper, just for flavor. It's been sitting over here so the garlic's infused. I'm going to make some room here. This pepper will work too. We'll just switch burners. It's all hot. Alright, let me just shut that off here so you can see. So I just want to get this warmed up. Take me a little spatula here. Spin it around a little bit. Need a bigger stove. Alright. So I've got in here, I got my shrimp and my lobster. I take and I split the lobster tail in half, then cut it into big chunks. And if they're little teeny chunks that you know, get cut off, put them right in here, because guess what? It's all just going to add flavor. It's going to impair flavor. Alright. And what you're going to see is really, really quickly, this is a great way to cook up any kind of seafood. Scallops, whatever, nice hot heat. I just like a little garlic for fragrance. Crushed red pepper is just kind of something I like to do too. It's cooking. So sometimes when I'm cooking this stuff for my videos, afterwards when I actually go to eat it, I make some modifications. So I thought today I'm going to show you one of them. So this pasta's cooking, or the seafood's cooking really quick. Everything's looking good. One of the things I like to do, if I'm making it for this for me, or for my family at home, make sure everything's getting cooked. I got myself some little baby peas. I'm turn the heat down. Just want to see them get heated through here. I don't know where the origin of this is. I've had it this way in restaurants before, so someone had to figure it out, and I don't think it was. I think it's probably been happening for a long, long time. Okay, so now, got some nice peas in here, my seafood's all cooked. So let's see, how are we going to put this all together? Oh my goodness, oh my gosh. I got a nice bowl here. I'm going to get out some of that pasta. Mamma mia. Lovely. Need some more sauce. I'm coming over here. My bucket of sauce. Then what am I going to do? Well, grab me a spoon. I'm going to give me some of the good stuff here. Don't laugh till you try it. I think the peas really add the sweetness of the peas. Fit for a king. Some nice fresh Parmesan cheese. And there you have it. Beautiful little recipe. So, I really think this is something worth trying. I really hope you do. Of course, I want you to subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications, make comments, thumbs up, and enjoy. Enjoy this wonderful dish. And I always like keeping my protein separate from my sauce. Some people think it's funny, but I just think it keeps it kind of in its own flavor. So go ahead and try it like this, and enjoy it. Have fun. See you later.